Hey everybody, I'm Andrew, I'm a junior, and welcome to another Destroyer Academy feature. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a double feature. The first clip that was submitted recently, I just haven't had time to take a look at it, was from SaM season 1. She's on painkillers and or painkillers, excuse me. And she's a Destroyer main who has over 30,000 games in this game alone. It's unbelievable, and she's been a huge supporter of the Destroyer Academy playlist, which I'm very happy for. Like I said, I'm really happy to be a part of people's growth. So she submitted this to take a look at. Here, what we can see is almost 2 minutes in, A cap's almost secured. Not a good position from the Destroyer at A cap from her team, but she's going in. A little late, I think, on the rotation, but Daring is not very fast, and Shimakaze would have got there faster anyway. 4 DDs on the map, so playing passive is a good thing. You don't want to, lose too much HP early on because you're going to need it. Obviously, you have the 2 heals for Daring, but in this position here, she's kind of like on the shoulder of the cap, looking at the Destroyer, and I think I see the guns facing the other way, so the Shimakaze doesn't have location, and you can even see it on there that it doesn't have location. So Shimakaze guns turn really slow. The torpedo tubes, they turn fairly quickly, but um, again, in this position, going you know bow into the cap, I always, especially the Japanese torp boats, I don't recommend you doing that. Let's take a look at what happened, or what this clip is about. It's a blind reaction. Have not seen it yet, and we'll see what she got in store here. Got her sonar up, very smart, using it for herself, protecting herself. She got some torpedoes already in the water. I mean, she did have like half a kilometer to kind of spare. Doing some blind fires, knowing those torps are coming, backing up. Sounds like the Orc Commander. Already did 8,300 to that Shimakaze. It's really good to keep the pressure on, make sure that they keep moving. Um, but having that sonar is very helpful, especially given that it can't spot DDs from very far. So, but it can spot um, the torpedoes, and there's a Shimakaze dead in the water. And got a second one here. Oh, a nice little surprise. Now this is good. She's not using her guns. It's very smart. Now here's why that's smart. Now obviously using your guns now, but not spotted. But sometimes you have other factors at play here. So you're gonna get a torp kill there. Get a nice little double. Alright. 2 Shimakazes. What's better than 1? 2. Okay, so let's go here quick. Let's go right when the second one gets spotted. Okay, so before she starts shooting, let me go back here. I want to analyze this a little bit for you guys. Okay, so obviously your smoke fire penalty is a thing in a destroyer. You normally don't have to worry about it if you're in smoke shooting out, and normally things are far away spotted, right? In this case, the enemy is in smoke. Now at this point, let me go back here. Oh, how far? Oh, there we go. Buffer, man, come on. At this point right here, I don't think she knows there's another destroyer. I didn't know that. Because they're so close together, the twisting track is just pointing to the one closest, obviously, but they're so close right there that even if it would have moved left to right, she would have still thought that, that DD would have backed up. I'm actually surprised that that first set of torps didn't hit anything, but that other destroyer, I gotta see where it was facing because it could have came from the other cap, which also would explain why at the 13-minute mark, this cap was almost already taken by the enemy. Because one Shimakaze within 2 minutes ain't gonna take that cap like that. Or take that cap that fast. Because it wasn't even at the 2-minute mark yet. It was like a minute and a half, and that cap was almost taken. I think it takes a minute to cap it, if I remember correctly, but that quickly, I mean, I'm not surprised. But anyways, at this point, when I was talking about firing your guns, she waited until the torps were already in the water, halfway to the target, and then unloaded her guns. Because at that point, they don't have sonar. They can't see the torps until it's too late. Once the torps get within that range, they can spot them. But by then it's going to be too late because shimikazes, they're not known for starting and slowing down very fast. They're known for their top speed, right? And obviously their torpedoes or whatever, and their concealment. But they're not known for going, from 0 to 60 really fast. Like, that's not how that works. That takes them a while, especially with the confusion and the miscommunication between these two shimikaze players in the smoke. It's not a good look for them to be in the same smoke, together like that. I know that the other shimikaze player was probably coming over to help out, but they didn't really use their guns like they're supposed to. And when I saw the second set of torpedoes from the shimikaze, I saw the first one, the second one, but then I saw a bunch more. At that point, you should probably think, oh, there's another DD in here. And maybe she thought that, but I didn't, because I'm just thinking, okay, I just see the one, right? And then they pop smoke so that it concealed the second one. But as we progress here, right here, now she's like, okay, so this other DD came in from the back here. So the other DD knew that Daring was here, obviously because she was spotted when shooting before. The fact that they didn't, if those two destroyers would have both used their guns on SaM at the same time, right? Or one stay in smoke and the other one spot for a little bit, they could have won that battle if they were good shimikaze players, which are very rare, a very rare breed. I can't speak today. So now, at this point, could she have fired her guns? Yes, but she would have got spotted a little earlier, and she didn't want to give them any kind of advantage. She had them exactly where she wanted them. So without shooting, they don't know exactly where this Daring is going because there is no twist and track coming from them. So she can do whatever she wants. The ball's in her court. So she decided to put every single advantage to her side. So watch how far the torps get before she starts shooting her guns. She's very careful and methodic. Like, they're already halfway to the target. At least the first part of the... Yeah. So now she's focusing on the one that is almost done for. But then she notices where the torps are going. So she's kind of shooting in between both of them. She was hoping to get a double strike with the torps, but the rear shimikaze backed up a little too fast. Sonar's still going. She's just unloading on these shimikaze players. And nope, I didn't see any gun shots until there. I mean, there was nothing they could do. Daring is one of the highest DPM boats in the game as a destroyer, especially at LT. It's probably, if not the highest, DPM. It's crazy to see two DDs just dead now within 3 minutes or within 4 minutes of the game, and shimikazes, when there's a lot of DDs, I'll be honest, shimikazes are like the worst DD to play. But if there's a lot of battleships, then that's what they're for. They're to help your battleship players and cruiser players survive longer. You give, as a shimikaze player, you give your smoke to your cruiser, you spot for them, because that smoke is actually pretty good. And then you help them take out those battleships so that the cruisers can do whatever they want, and then also help that shimikaze against other destroyers, because it's not meant to fight other destroyers. It's meant to take out the big ships. So great job from SaM. That's a great clip and a great, obviously she went bow into the cap, but she had all the advantage in the world. Once you know it's safe to do so, then go ahead, especially with that sonar, to kind of help you dodge torpedoes. But you did notice there's a few times there where the torps got close, but the Daring is so maneuverable that's what, like I said, the sonar helps it even more. So the second clip, it's not really a clip, but it's a whole game from Senna playing Laffy. I saw it a while back, and I got his permission to react on it. I did cut forward like 3 minutes, so that way, we're not watching the entire thing. So right now we have Senna here in Laffy. Be sure to check out this video if you haven't already. Again, like and sub to these channels. It's incredibly important that we support each other. So, Senna typically a battleship main, but he's been dabbling in destroyers over the last year, and it's been really exciting to see how good he's gotten. It's unbelievable. He's, he started with the DD Academy, and kind of then, with his in-game knowledge, because he's incredibly knowledgeable in the game. He makes high IQ plays, and then he recognizes when he makes mistakes and then instantly corrects them. He doesn't waste time, and he's a focused individual. Obviously, he's funny, and he's pretty laid back, but you can tell by his face. This is Senna right here, right here. That face that he has, that's Senna. So when he's locked in like that, there's nothing that can stop him. It's unbelievable. So right now he's on the Charlie Cap, 3 minutes in. The only player on his team actually doing anything, really, from what I can tell, position wise. You do have 2 cruisers in support for Charlie, which aren't terrible positions, but you got 1 kiting in the back here, and then I don't know what A is doing, but there's 2 battleships sniffing each other's glue, and we'll see what happens. But red team ain't doing any better either, so. Farming. Remember, I was telling you that very rarely you're going to use your own smoke unless you're playing solo. So, having unlimited smoke is nice with Laffy. I think it's 1 minute smokes, 2 minute reload. A lot of fucking let me lower the volume a little bit here. A lot of shatters there. Does get the Charlie Cap, but then, like I said, A Cap just lost 2 in a row right there without even.
I think, Deshaun, if you see a 4-bar Shima, he's more likely to shoot his guns. But if you see a 3-bar Shima, he won't shoot his guns.
That used to be true for me, from my experience. His little smoke pacifier. Love that thing.
Is that Matt left over there? It is. Hold on, Matt. We're coming over to help you.
Yeah, the problem though is like Matt put himself in a really bad spot. He didn't have to do that. He can play passive. 1 DD on each side.
Now he's pushing out.
Ronnie does have really good heals though. But their whole team is at A. I don't know what they're doing. They just completely left Bravo. I just realized too, it's a carrier match, so that's really weird. And then we got a 3v1 here going on the right side, top right corner. Hector 2 is the square that cruiser's in. Those 2 cruisers is 2v1 now. The 3rd cruiser really is just.
3-bar Shima, also stupid.
Depends on how you play.
They think differently than us.
Typically, yeah. Not wrong. There goes Matt. There's just nothing he could do. All he could do is delay them. But this could be an incredible game right now for Senna. There's a lot of XP on the table for him. A lot of damage. Now let's see. This is important. Okay. Not a bad. Alright, so he's shooting at the Kansas. Alright, so once he gets out of this cap, hopefully he has his AA off. And the reason I say that is because if he has it on, the planes could be coming towards him, and then Kansas would be like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit right here. So now you know exactly where the summoner is. Perfect. Another fallen comrade. Little late torpedoes. He might hit 1 from the first side. He does. There's a flood. And now he's going to unload on the summoner. He hits 2 more. Maybe a 3rd? No. Okay. Not bad. I think 22,000 damage is what he ended up doing there. Now, I can't see what his torpedo load is. or if he even specced into it at all. But I know I didn't. I just did guns because this is a brawling. This is like I said, I play this like kid at the tier, so he should be just out of range of detection for this guy. Oh, and Sharny is coming in hot. He needs to be
Just
careful because
barely out of
Sharny's
that detectability range.
yeah, Sharny's fast as hell. So you got to be careful.
Shoot, fly, get out of here.
Yep, I have those all the time too. I don't know
Those
what's
are
going on.
out.
I clean my room. He doesn't know where
Can't
you're
you
at.
fly
No, no, no. I'll tell you.
the fucking Karate Kid?
All right. He's so funny, dude. So it's not that the Sharny knew where he was. It's that he knew where the cruisers were. The other thing too is that Destroyer could have possibly spotted that carrier that's right on the tail of Senna, maybe like 11K behind him. But that Sharny is going to push into that smoke and then bow into that carrier. Let's see what happens here. Because that'll be his time to shine. There's no way that Sharny's going to stay broadside to the smoke. Zero chance. He could be launching torpedoes into the smoke, though. I don't know what kind of carrier it is, but... Megami. Megami's probably with sonar. I've been in this situation so many times on this map. You might as well take your torpedoes and launch them now because they're short range. Kansas Gold gone. Nice. Smoke in 45 seconds-ish. Come on, buddy. Launch your torps. Right here. That's your chance. Unless they're not reloaded yet. Yeah, unless they're not reloaded yet. Oh, there they are. Come on. Oh, man. They're not reloaded yet. We'll see what happens. This Sharny's gonna... He's gonna eat those. There's no way he doesn't. As I said, he's gonna go bow into that carrier. Somehow... Okay, never mind. So far, in terms of Destroyer play, he's playing exactly how you should play. You gotta kind of... Oh, dude. Woo! That's my boy. Put your smoke up. What you doing? Oh, and he's gonna eat those. Dude, what a distraction play. Oh, how did he miss those? Oh, that would have been brutal. Dude, Senna needs to get into A now. 100%. Good switch to AP. Nice, nice. There you go. Little more lead. And that should be it for him. Nice. Wonderful. Okay. Get into A. Right? And now the carrier is going to be a problem.
Gonna go right now. Gonna go cap A. Kill the carrier.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, look, there he is.
Gotta kill him. Now, you could hold your guns, yes, but... I never get citadels. I think... The nice thing about shooting the carrier, though, is that he's gonna come after him and not his teammates. Supposed to, anyway. Oh, he's doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, here comes the carrier planes. He knows it. He's watching the map. How is our... Oh my gosh. Here goes the torps. I think they... Yeah, he whiffed those. But you gotta be careful of the torpedo planes from the left. Got a lot going on here. Why do those planes just keep going that way? He's just... unless he DC'd or something. I think he might have DC'd. Because those planes just kept going straight. Nice. Okay.
My kill. Go ahead. I don't
fine.
We got one battle slip left, and he's full health.
That's good though.
He's full health.
Yeah, just stay alive, dude.
Oh, we got 2 caps, and the DD is heading upward, so I will have him alone.
We'll see. A
What's
lot
the
of
play? What's the play here?
going to be. There's no. It's a no-brainer.
Play is jump in a B cap.
Good boy.
That's the play.
Megami torpedoes, I think, are 10k. So
We ain't giving up. I'm trying to map out in my head.
great dodge from the
He's
Nebraska.
going up and around to the right. The other Mogami might be coming up and left into the cap B once he sees me enter it. This Sumner is going to come around and chase the...
He's gonna hit the island.
No, what the fuck? What are you doing? There's no island there. Get out of my way, fly.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say that the beaches on those islands they're flatter, or they have a bigger slant. So
Come to me. Come to me.
he's not gonna come to you.
Come to me, Nebraska. Come to me.
That's fine. Nebraska taking HP from the Sumner because Sumner doesn't have any heals, so that'll give the advantage to Senna. Not that Senna didn't already have an advantage, but
Oh, he's got him.
dodge those torps.
I think I got the fly. Nope.
He has to dodge those torps, dude. I don't think he does. Okay, so Senna needs to do a U-turn, a U-turn, a U-turn. Don't go through there. Don't go through there. No, don't go through there.
No, there's something in here.
Yes.
Fuck.
U-turn. I mean, oh. He's gonna get sonared. Should have done the U-turn. Yep.
Damn, we're on the sonar.
Get out of there. Go, go, go. Just go. Come on. Oh, that cruiser behind or in front of him is gonna.
And right here is where I encounter Where Are You, Aaron? He is in his alt account. You can see because his name says Aaron the Great, and he is in the Sumner. And I made the worst play right here. After killing the Sumner, I should have darted right.
Yeah, I mean, you had
dodge. We were up on points. They weren't going to catch up in 1 minute. I should have just darted right.
Oh,
took the shots
man.
from Mogami and healed up and hopefully tried to get out of the sonar range. But unfortunately, I didn't. I tried pushing forward, and I pushed right into the second Mogami. Yes, there was 2 of them. I got double Mogami gangbanged. So that is what cost me the game.
Damn, dude.
Getting out of dodge and trying to make it to that exit.
You know what sucks though is you can't blame Senna for the loss there though, because it's like if a U-turn won that game, that means that your team just was complete dog shit. Let's be honest. Like if he would have made that U-turn in the beginning, I know that obviously killing the Sumner was huge, but if he would have made the U-turn, Sumner was never going to get in the cap. That thing, it was low as hell. So the cruisers were going to be the ones to dictate the game a little bit. But if you would have even, yeah, I mean, that would have been close. You know, I think if you would have made the U-turn, you could have made the game a little bit more at the end, a little bit more competitive. Because then the Sumner, I think, was locating him. I can't remember if it had location. Let me see. No, it didn't have location. No. Oh, did he have location? No. No, they didn't have location. But yeah, killing him there and then taking a right. Yeah. Alright, so making the U-turn wasn't the play. It was turning here right after the kill. Like he said. I think that's the for sure the play. It's taking a right there. Um, yeah, because then he would have maybe taken he would have taken a shot from Megami, but just one, because Megami they don't reload that quickly. And then he would have gone straight down to the bottom right hand side of the map to avoid the other cruiser, and then it would have been game over. It was just 1 minute. Let's see what the points was at once he killed the.
And I made the worst play right here after killing the.
And the other thing too, in his defense, real quick before I finish the video here, in his defense, he didn't know if those shells were gonna kill the summoner or not. So, could he have stopped right here and waited to see? Yes, but in the heat of the moment, I mean, look at him. He's fucking locked in. You know, he doesn't know if those shells that just went over, you can barely see them right now. If those shells that went over, if they were gonna kill the summoner or not. So he was chasing that summoner. That's what he's thinking. Yeah, I have to kill him, otherwise we'll lose. You know. So
I should have darted.
but even if he would have stopped right here, oh man, I don't know. It would have been close, man. Even if he would have stopped here.
I should have darted.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a way to win that. You're not making that turn. Because he's already focused on that. Like I said, he was full sending it to that summoner. And I just don't think that there was a way to win that. But like I said, if it came down to a fucking U-turn, your team didn't do their job. And they lost too many ships early on for nothing. You know, they gave up the A-cap by just look at where the cruiser died over here and the battleship in here. The third battleship died because the other two died first, so then he just got gangbanged. But yeah, that's a tough one. But I mean, overall, I think that he played it exactly how he should have played it. It's just that it should not have come down to him outplaying three ships. Like that's not how this game is supposed to go. The chances of winning goes down dramatically. You want to stay at the advantage at all times. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's review of these two really, really good and like just awesome people, but great destroyer players. And we'll see you guys. Hopefully, you guys submit your clips so then I can also do commentary on that as well. I'd love to see what you guys are up to up there. I don't care if this is tier 4 or whatever. I don't care. I didn't put a tier limit. Just give me a destroyer game that you guys got, and I'll do a review on it from the DD Academy standpoint, and we'll go from there.